regard to economic issues and economic conservatism or economic libertarianism, my father is probably the most fiscally conservative member of Congress, votes against most federal spending because he thinks the Constitution doesn't authorize most spending at the federal level. He lives the life of frugality in the sense that with his own office budget, he actually turns money back into the Treasury each year. He refuses to take the congressional pension because he thinks the pension is too lavish and above what most people in the private world are getting. Unless, I guess, you're the CEO of Goldman Sachs, maybe. But it's a very lucrative pension, and he thinks it shouldn't be. He's introduced bills before that congressmen should have to sign all legislation saying that they've read the bill before they vote on it, which would essentially put it all to a standstill because none of them read any of the legislation. I remember as a kid one time going up when we'd been to dinner and we were coming back from a late night vote, and I was walking up the stairs with him, and two guys got out with a bottle of Jim Beam, and they were walking up, and there were two congressmen. How are you going to vote? I don't know. What's it about? I don't know. Let's just see how he voted. Some other guy they didn't like, we'll vote the other way. So that's the kind of consideration sometimes you get. There's an award for the person who votes for the least amount of spending and taxes that the National Taxpayers Union gives. My father has won that award on several occasions. He is, I think, extraordinary in the sense, and those of you who have seen him on television, maybe while you're here, I think the one thing about him is he's not contrived. He says it exactly, whether he's going to agree with you or you're going to agree on every issue or not, he's just going to tell it like it is. He won't pander to different crowds depending on which crowd he's speaking to. And he's not afraid to tell the truth up there. And most of them, the Clintons are notorious for this, having a poll to decide, if it's 55% for it, let's go ahead and be for this particular issue. That's the way they decide how they're going to speak and what their issues are going to be. As far as Vermont, when's the Vermont primary?
March 4th.
March 4th. You'll be in the second wave. I think 30 states will be done by February 12th. But it'll still be important. I think in a 9-way race what's going to happen, even Kentucky, I'm from Kentucky, Kentucky may well be important if we're in May. Because I'm hoping it's a one that goes on and on and on and has a really raucous Republican convention, is what I'd love to see. And with people having 15% here, 20% here, 20% is going to win a lot of races in the early races with so many candidates. So everything you do helps, and anything you do to help Jared in New Hampshire is helpful, because New Hampshire really is the key to getting to Vermont among